Good greetings. I'm back. I'm Rusty Dog. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous Odyssey. It seems like only yesterday. It was only yesterday. Well, Meme Connect wanted a stream while he played Elite Dangerous, so I thought I'd oblige. Okay, Meme, happy? Anyway, yes, we're here. I'm planning on keeping this short. I know what you're gonna say, but I am planning on keeping it short. I'll tell you what my plan is, and then we'll see how badly wrong it all goes. So, before we get underway, I want to, before we get underway, just want to give out a big thanks to everybody on the channel who's given me support over the years. Again, don't want to forget you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support, the patronage, and the channel members, all the donations that come in through the stream and stuff. Thank you so much, guys. You make such a difference, and I hope I can keep producing stuff that's worthy of that. So we had a new channel member yesterday, and after the stream I got a new patron, so I've already reflected those changes onto the end credits, so you guys' names are already on there. So Rhino1154 and Commander Max, thank you so much, both of you, for your support, and you are now added onto the end credits, so thank you so much. So 5 hours, I hope not. I'm aiming for 2, maybe 3, because we did a big one yesterday and we got Sunday coming up. Now I got my times wrong on the Formula 1 race this weekend. I don't know, I saw them written somewhere, and I guess it turns out I wasn't looking at the right times. So the race is actually early evening here, so that might mean an earlier Elite Dangerous stream. Let me just find out. So on Sunday, the Miami Grand Prix coverage starts at 7 p.m. here, and the race starts at 20:30, so 8:30. So I'm going to want to maybe do a stream from around, let's say, 3 p.m. Maybe take it to 7 to 4 hours. It would have to be a rigid end, of course, and that's not a, yeah. Yeah, so we'll do it that way and see what happens. From 1500 hours to 1900 hours for Sunday, and then we'll do the, because Formula One's going to take priority. Okay, so where are we? Well, I wasn't comfortable leaving my ship inside the Lagrange cloud, so I just pushed it outwards a little, and that's where we are right now, just sitting outside. And in terms of the title of the stream, The Quest for Amphora, this is the Amphora plant that I'm trying to find. So if we nip back inside and go into the galactic map, we have a select amount of A stars here. There's around 10 depending on the magnification I use. So I want to explore these. So we got one here, these little blue dots, one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think if I push back another zoom, I think another one kicks in. There it is, 10, 11. I don't want to do too much. So what we're going to do is pop into each one of these, and we're looking for metal-rich planets. I'm not particularly going to concern myself with notable stellar phenomena, because I know what's going to be in there, and I'm not going to waste my time with them. So we're just going to be hopping from A star system to A star system. and see if we can find what we're after. Once I've got the Amphora Plant, I can end the stream. Anyway, who's with us? Thomas Hughes is with us today. Hi, Thomas. Meme Connect. Hello, Meme. Good you here. Commander Budman, one and only. Hello, Mr. Budman. How are you, sir? Philip Hughes, good evening to you. Philip, how are you? Frankie Jazz 24/7. Hello. Commander XLA. Yeah, we're not there yet. Nearly. Although we are here where we're supposed to be. But yeah. GTX. Hola. Hi, GTX. Welcome. WeGog69 is with us. Hello, WeGogs. Right. Yeah, so... I don't know whether I should mention what I want to mention. I did watch a certain video yesterday. Hey, Martin Sampson and Andy K. How you doing? Klaus Schmidt. Hey, Klaus. Welcome. Yeah, I did watch a certain video by a certain other Elite Dangerous YouTuber yesterday. And what a load of nonsense it was. Right. And I left a comment to say so. Right. Let's jump to the next one. So I'll be able to remember easily which systems I've been to and which ones I haven't, by virtue of the fact that I'll have a system map for them. So that's going to be an easy one. Oops, cancelled the jump there. What's my chances of LaveCon this year? Is there going to be one? If there's a LaveCon, I'll try and get there. Oh, so, yes, Budman, it was nonsense. Oh, here we go. Oh, Gumbo.
Rusty thanks you Gumbo Pot 72 for your kind donation of £5. All is good now. Rusty, thanks again for the ear to talk to.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate your content and your awesome chat community.
Yes, I do have a really good little macro community here in my chat. I do. Thank you, Gumbo, and I'm glad to hear good news with the family there. All good. That's brilliant. Yeah. So, awesome stuff. Yeah, and thank you for the donation as well. And the volume check. Turn it down a notch. Okay. Elite Dangerous for me runs quieter than other games. I don't know why. I don't think my volumes are particularly low. Let's have a look. I think everything's maxed, right? Yeah. The wave scanner is a little down. Optimized for normal. I haven't really run through any of these. I used to run full range, but full range, I think, seems a bit quieter for me. I don't know. Maybe my other games are just noisier. Oh, and I've got a new thing on my YouTube channel. It's it doesn't happen on a live stream until the live stream's over, I don't think. But if you go back and look at any of my previous videos, like the one from yesterday or any of them, once you click on the video, you know, you have the like and the dislike and the share and the save. Well, now it has a thanks button on there. YouTube emailed me today and said, you are now eligible for a super thanks. And I thought, super, thanks. So yeah, it's on there. I don't know what that is. I think it's like super chat, only it's one that you can do while we're not live. It's one that you can do if you're watching a video and you like the video. You can do like a little super chat, a super thanks thing. I think that's what it is. I guess. I don't know. I haven't read up about it, but that's my best guess, and I'd like to put a good bet that I'm right on that one. So, yeah, so that's cool. Apparently, there was some news last week that the eligibility for super thanks got expanded. So, cool. Sounds like a superhero. Right, let's go. Actually, we're nowhere near We're nowhere near far enough away from that star. Oh, the longest town name in New Zealand. You want me to do it again on this one so you can watch this one? Major stress relief. I'll bet. Good stuff. Charles Dexter Ward is with us. Hey Charles, welcome sir. Oh, in Milton Keynes. We don't know if I've ever attending officially. Well, I bloody should do. Jesus. Let me just have a look at the map, Google Maps, and I'll let you know how far away it is. Maybe I can drag Angry Citizen with me. Okay, so Google Maps says, okay, so it's 124 miles from me, 2 hours and 20 minutes driving. We'll see. We'll see. If all you guys are going to be there, I'll go down. Right, let's have a look. There's no metal rich here, so... But there is a water world. I tell you what guys, these A-class stars, they're rife for these water worlds. And hopefully more Earth-likes. That would be nice. So in terms of progress towards home, there might not be much on today's stream. It depends how quickly we can rip through these systems. Oh, you just saved the clip to prove it can be said? You won't? Okay, just tell me when you want me to do it, and I'll say it right now at the top of my head while I'm scanning this. You know I'm going to nail it though, don't you? Because I do know how to pronounce it. It's my one claim to fame. Oh, Mr. Budman, that's a shame. It'd be great to meet you guys, honestly. It really would. We all have like our own room, like Rusty Dog's room, and all the subscribers and supporters can come in there. That would be awesome. Laurent, hey! Greetings, welcome. Okay, you ready? Gumbo? Alright, this one's for you. Ready? Taumata wakatani hani kuwiyu wu tamatai tu pakaka piki mongo hau nokopoko wana wakatanga tahu. Okay, so now you can save that clip and you can compare the two and you'll find that they're identical. The longest place name in New Zealand. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to bother with this system. Let's move on. Oh yeah, we are going to bother. Of course, I want that. I want the water world. Oh, wait a minute though. Wait a cotton picking. Wait a cotton picking, guys. Just a cotton picking minute there, boy. Because... Come on, Captain's log. There you are. We may have some terraforming candidates here. Let's have a look then. So we have, yeah, you. What about you? No. All right, so what we have is this dude, Waterworld, terraforming candidate, and a HMC terraforming candidate. So let's just probe 2 and 3. Back probing. Damn it. Sorry, I was in a conversation with someone the other day and I was trying to explain this procedure of when you have an oscilloscope and you're doing car diagnostics with an oscilloscope and you put the needles into the cables to connect to them, the phrase, what it was, and I've just remembered almost a week later that it was called back probing. Flip. Too late now. Right, never mind. Let's go to the water world. Go compare, Gumbo. Go compare them and tell me if I nailed it. You can shorten the name though, Wegogs, to Taumata, Taumata. If you type if you go to Wikipedia and do a search for Taumata, Taumata, it should give you the link to the full word. Oh, what a great name for a fleet carrier! How many letters are we allowed? The HMS Taumata Wakatani Haniko Yu Tamatari Turpakaka Piki Mongo Hawanokapoko Wana Wakatanga Tahu. Yeah, stick that on your DSSA list, punk. It's fun to be had. There is fun to be had. I reckon it must be some kind of old tribal name, perhaps, and that they've kept it. I don't know. I know it translates to something like a man who fell down a hill and scraped his knee, or I don't know. It's something like that. It's something to do with a man, a hill, and his knees. Yeah. I can't remember the exact meaning, but I think Wikipedia has it somewhere.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, number 3. Which, yeah, not quite in the opposite direction, but pretty much almost. I mean, while we're in these systems, we may as well, you know, probe the things we want to, you know, that are going to be profitable. Sven Sportman, hi Sven07, and Jeffrey Monagrifo, hi Jeff, welcome sir. Hey, hope you guys are all doing good. I think what I'll do, guys, is I'm gonna stick Captain's log widget on the screen here, and we're going to switch over to desktop mode so you guys can see what in the Sam hell's going on here. This Captain's log is determined to have determined to be up front there. Ooh, have I placed it correct? Okay, transitioning now. Okay, so there's Captain's log, that's what I'm seeing. The actual interface, you guys don't see it, but I can enable you to see it. This is what I'm looking at right now. So you'll see the water world here is indeed a terraforming candidate, and the HMC next to it is also a terraforming candidate with an ammonia-rich atmosphere. Estimated value 400,000, but this is going to be very conservative. And we have one landable here in the shape of 3A, which has got these materials. Now, in the game, I just need to make sure that I'm not whizzing past this planet. So the landable that you can see is up on the top of the screen there, even though we're not focused on that planet right now. Can I change it to the one we're focused on? Yes, this is the one we're focused on then. D103, terraforming candidate with a gravity of 0.9 g, non-landable. Yeah, it's a nice, Captain's log is nice. Alright, so we're just gonna fire five probes. Wow, man, I'd like to land on that. Maybe one day. So this video I watched of this person
Surface scan by 50%.
was looking at the Elite Dangerous
Surface scan complete.
roadmap, even though they refused to call it a roadmap. They wanted to call it a vision, Frontier's vision of the future, or whatever the hell it was. And it shows, we're on update 11, and it shows update 12, and then it shows an update 13, and then it shows an update 14, all this year, and then it shows a key feature overhaul for 2023. And he looked and he said, so does this look like a dying game? I have to say, yes. Really? Please, can someone tell me how it's being defined? How is a dying game being defined? If you're getting 3 updates in this year and an overhaul of something next year, what there points to dying? I don't want to harp on at this, but I'm just so sick of people focusing on, is it dying? Is it dying? Is it dying? Ah. I wish this conversation would die. It's almost like people are trying to cancel Elite Dangerous, the cancel culture, woke crowd. And I ain't buying into it. Sim with Dawn. Hey, Sim. What's that say? Oh, that's too small. Oh, it says Sim with Dawn. Of course it does. I was able to read your avatar. Yeah, I think he's drifted over to Star Citizen or something. So, and now he's basically, to put it bluntly, shitting on the game that made his channel, basically. It's something to get clicks, I suppose. Although to be fair, the title of his video wasn't clickbait. So, you know, it wasn't. For a change. Yeah, it's not dying. What is dying? What does it mean? Oh, the servers. Now, if Frontier had said the servers are going to be shutting down at the end of the year, okay. Now I would agree. We're not going to be doing any more updates this year. That's not the case either. So I don't know. It's like they've said that they've looked at this. They've looked at A, B, C, and D, and reached a conclusion which doesn't make any sense when you look at A, B, C, and D. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know in these people's minds what constitutes dying. I guess it can just be, oh, they're not bringing the content I thought they were going to bring, or I expected. And what I was fine with most of the video, you know, because everyone's entitled to their opinions. And for the most part of the video, he was just talking about what Frontier had said in the stream. And it was fine. It was absolutely fine. But then it was the very end of the video when he said, well, I'm sorry for the negative news. Sorry? What negative news? There wasn't any. There was only negative opinion. And I wrote that in a comment on the video. It was just negative opinion that was there. There was no negative news. And if there is, please tell me what it was. So I asked him to define what dying is, what dying means, and stuff like that. I've not had a reply yet, surprisingly. But yeah. Oh, guys! Metal Rich, is it just there on the end of that little... Can we? Oh, we might get one here, guys. There's no water wells here. But yeah, so
48.9.
I think
With atmosphere.
I'm going to distance myself, as I always have done, from that kind of BS, because I need people to put some kind of evidence behind the claim. You know, show your workings. Where do you get the idea that it's dying?
Landable with atmosphere.
Reasons. I need rational reasons. Is that too much to ask? He's on my watch list. Yeah, I don't want to give him any more airtime anyway. But I'm not holding back either. You know, this is a guy who's done many videos about how to exploit the game, how to fast track your way through. Most videos are clickbait titles, and now I don't know, something about the game isn't to his liking, so he's crapping on it. Yeah, I don't know. First off the sinking ship kind of thing. So I basically ended my post saying, don't let the door slam on the way out. Because, yeah, if people are going to air their feelings, I'll air mine. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will die at the end of the year. I'd like to think not. I mean, Frontier's going to be still around. They're still going to bring out the F1 management game. I'm looking forward to that, by the way. The F1 management game. Yeah, I think I'll be delving into that. As a Frontier developments game promoter, so to speak, content creator for their game, and an F1 fan, an avid F1 fan, maybe I can wangle a copy of them. Hey Frontier, how about you do something back for me for once? Give me a copy of F1 Manager when it comes out. And a second key so I can give one away. How about that? Are you listening, Frontier? Come on. Yeah, but you know, you can be positive about Star Citizen without shitting on Elite. Excuse my language, but yeah, you can. You can like both, you know. There's No Man's Sky. Throw No Man's Sky in the mix. Can you like all three? It's not an either or. It's not like, oh, I'm on the Star Citizen side, not the shoot, 5 bios. It's not like, oh, I'm on the Star Citizen side, not the Elite Dangerous side. That's just silly. It just doesn't make any sense. There isn't any sides at all. You can just enjoy both. I mean, look, I must race in about 3 or 4 different sim racing games. I don't balance them out. I don't say I like this one, I hate this one, so therefore I must hate this one. No, you play them all because they've all got their points, they've all got their plus points, they've all got their minus points. There are things that Elite Dangerous does way better than Star Citizen,
System scan.
and always will do. And there are things that Star Citizen does better than Elite. And there's no reason why you cannot enjoy both. And I don't know, even if Elite Dangerous was on a little bit of a downslope, what's the point in bringing out videos to highlight and crap on the game, you know? Just either play it or don't. Oh, crumbs. Anyway, these are my general thoughts, really, not just based on one thing. And Eve. Oh, I played Eve when it was in its early days. I didn't play it for long. Yeah, I didn't play it for long. I watched Obsidian Ant's video as well. And like people said, he is more on the fence, which is usual. But he just laid out things as they are. And then he had a little joke thumbnail at the end where he said, "Is Elite dying?" with his face on it or something. Yeah. I don't know. I think most of it's done for clicks and stuff, but yeah. Okay, let's go down to this place with 5 bios and see what's on there. Yeah, Eve I played a long time ago. I think you had to pay something to play it at the time. I don't know what the situation is now. I'm sure since I played it, it's changed a lot. And I know they have huge battles on there as well, right? But I think if I got into Eve, I would feel like just, I don't know, like a newbie may feel in Elite Dangerous, you know, like you're the little thing in the corner and everybody else is better and more knowledgeable, and because I don't remember anything about Eve. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, Star Citizen Aquatic, Star Citizen right now is, it's heavy on the graphics for me. It's, I don't know, again, maybe with a better CPU, I'd be able to play it better, because I'm sure my graphics card is being hindered a lot by my CPU. But it's playable. And it's just in some areas, like inside the buildings, it's a little bit choppy. There are bugs, I do get crashes. But the people, the Elite Dangerous players, or ex-Elite Dangerous players, for example, who play Star Citizen and get the bugs and get the crashes and get the bad performance, they play it. And yet if they had those bugs and those crashes and that performance in Elite Dangerous, that would be their reason for leaving. But they're managing to stay with Star Citizen for it. I don't know. Just play both. Yeah, I think Eve would be overwhelming to get into straight away, but yeah, I'd probably want to watch some YouTube videos of how to get started in Eve and stuff like that. Fresh baklava. Oh yeah, of course. Yes, from the console player's point of view, of course. Yes, it's a whole different ball game. But I'm talking about, you know, content creators, let's for want of a better phrase, that are PC players slagging the game off, you know. When if anybody can complain about Elite, it should be the console players, not the PC players. We're sitting pretty with Horizons and all the updates. If anyone's got the right to complain, it's the console players. You know, and for good reason. Obviously, with the console transfers coming out at some point, with and with the free copy of Horizons as well, that's kind of softened the blow for some, I suppose. But they've only cancelled the console version of Odyssey. That's all. It's not Elite in its entirety. But yeah. Oh, that sounds good, Aquatic. Spying. Does Eve have on foot stuff as well, or is it just in ship? Man, and Iceland as well, eh? Woof. That's when you're loyal to the game, isn't it? When you travel to Iceland to go to a conference, but unless you're in Iceland, of course. Man, this is a distance, isn't it? we've got these up here as well we could have looked at, but I'm just going to have this one with my name on it and not the others. It's going to be so weird. Well, they'll all have my Discovery name on. Point and click to navigate. Right. I'll bet you if I went into Eve today, I wouldn't recognize it from when I first went in. I think the only thing I remember about Eve was being in a ship. There was lots of light, like light trails or something. I don't know. When ships were moving, there was light trails. I don't know if they still have that. And then I think I docked into a station. Can you play Eve with virtual reality as well? I really don't know the answer to these. If you can, they should call it ever. Isn't it free to play though? Is Eve not free to play? I'm sure there must be some cost involved somewhere, right? No VR. Okay, that's not too bad. VR's not the be all and end all, really. No, not getting any more major updates, just infrastructure. That's right, Baklava, yeah. But do you have a PC you can transfer to, or would you be prepared to get a PC so you can continue your journey? Plenty of limitations. So okay, so if there's plenty of limitations and skill point limits, I'm assuming then that there is a pay option. Getting a nice gleam off my anaconda's nose. Yeah, it'd be nice to try them all, you know? I mean, I've done Star Citizen videos, I've done No Man's Sky videos. You know. Maybe I could try a free Eve and stream that from the beginning and see how far I get. That'd make a good stream, actually. Maybe give it a go. Lux player, hello Lux, how are you doing? Proof of concept. Well, yeah, it's going to take a long time for Star Citizen to get. I don't know. How long have Star Citizen been in development now? And imagine what Elite Dangerous could be with the budget that Star Citizen's had. They would have done a lot more with Elite Dangerous. There's some good stuff in Star Citizen, don't get me wrong. I've seen some awesome videos. What's the name? Is it Kate? Is it Kate? She used to be a Elite Dangerous player. Now Star Citizen. Yeah, her name's Kate. She put some really good Star Citizen videos up. I remember watching one of her videos where she was in prison with another player and they escaped from prison going through all these tunnels. It was really cool to watch. It was really cool compared with Elite Dangerous Prison where you're inside and then you just walk out the door. When you're in there, you just walk out and get a taxi. When you compare it with Star Citizen, where, you know, you can serve your time or you can distract the guards and get in the vents and get through the tunnels and find your way through to the surface, you know, which is bloody awesome. I mean, come on. It's really cool. Yeah. I think her name's Kate, but I can't remember the name of the channel. But her Star Citizen videos are good, and she presents them really well. So yeah, I think she's part of a duo, Kate and someone or whatever. But yeah, she presents her videos really well, describing things. She's very good content creator, I would say. So bacterium. So the other four are Fungoida, Osseus, Stratum, and Tussock. Oh, the familiar ones. Okay. So we got Fungus, Osseus, Stratus, and Tussus. Right, okay. Fungoida then. If we go into the codex here, go down to Fungoida. Right, I've seen those before, but not in this sector, and the same with those. This one I have come across. Okay, that's okay. A lot of the tussock looks the same. In terms of Osseus, though, I'm chasing this fella, Discus. Maybe they can exist in A-star systems. Okay. Let's chase down Osseus and see if it's the Discus ones. So what we'll do is we'll go back into the map, set it for Osseus, and yeah, let's go. Kate and Will, thank you. Yes, Will and Kate. Yeah, Will and Kate, Kate and Will. Well, yeah, Kate's really, I like her videos. I've seen only a couple of hers. I probably should subscribe to her channel actually, but yeah, I've seen a couple of her Star Citizen videos, and like I said, they are well presented. And the Prison Escape one was fascinating to watch, because you've got the sound, and then I think she dubs over narration on top as well. Yeah. So it's good. It's worth checking it out. So yeah, Elite isn't dying, and I'm plugging Star Citizen content creators. See? We can coexist in the same universe. Now I can't forget Will. I haven't, unless, I'm not sure whether the person she was with the Prison Escape was Will or not. I'm not sure. I might have a look at her channel later and find out what her latest or their latest escapades have been. Yeah, I wish she'd have some videos, like the way she presents them. I wish she'd have some of those, like Elite based. I'm sure she has got a good few of those on her channel. But yeah, as you guys rightly point out, yeah, Will and Kate, worth checking out for the Star Citizen and the Elite Dangerous content for both. Oh, he was a Star Citizen friend. Oh, okay. I thought they were maybe together. As the channel has the same name. Hey, Mats! And hi, Christian. And Ian Townsend, yes. Hello, people. Right, will we get the Discus ones down here? Who the hell knows, right? Do we go light area or dark area? Let's go light area, I guess. We're out of glide. 0.26 is the gravity, as we can see on the top of Captain's log. That gives us the final gravity up there, not the one as we're coming down, because that's changeable. Okay, atmosphere is, it's okay. Get used to them now. Man, my ship's a little bit unstable in the air here. It doesn't want to sit still. So let's skip into night vision and see once we get down to a decent altitude if we can pick anything out from here. Specifically looking for clumps of things. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I don't think, in fact, I can definitely say that's, is that Fontaculua? Let's pop the ship down here and that thing that's just on my right hand side there, where you can see my latitude longitude displayed, just on the right. Yeah, those closest to me. That might be osseous and not fungoida. Let's get the car out and check it out. Eve has a monthly tier.
Low gravity warning.
No, Star Citizen doesn't have any. No, Star Citizen. I paid twice as much for Elite as I did for Star Citizen. When I got onto Star Citizen, it was £50, I think, and then Elite was 100. And I've got more of my money's worth out of Elite Dangerous. Easily. I don't think I've come across these. Before I disembark, you'll see, as we've looked at already a couple of times, I think I might have just gone past it actually. Look at these numbers. Mama. 25 weeks of constant gameplay. There are games out there like Call of Duty and stuff, 20 hours in and the game's over and the end credits are rolling. And if you don't do multiplayer, well, that's it. That's your game done. Unless you want to play it through again at a harder setting, whatever. But I've got 25 weeks here, not 20 hours. And I'm still looking at new stuff. If you were to play Call of Duty through again, it would be fairly linear, I would imagine. I haven't played a Call of Duty game for years. Oh, what is this one? I used to like the old Call of Duties. They were great. And the old Medal of Honors back in the day. 14 weeks. That's not too bad. That's a lot of time though. It is. It's osseous fractus. Okay, and we have an 800 meter range on those, as you can see. Elite Observatory Core displaying at the bottom. 800 meters. So we'll get in the SRV. We'll do a quick scan with the SRV. So into turret mode, because it's easier. And we'll point it at the plant. And boom. Is it correct to call it a plant? I don't know. Well, I'm calling it a plant either way. And there we have stratum. But I can't do anything about that because I'm currently in the middle of scanning. Oh, this would be good. An engineering upgrade for your genetic sampler that allows you to sample more than one bio at the same time. So like a canister that can hold multiple samples. So I could do the stratum and still carry on with the... That would be cool. See, I'm full of good ideas. I'm just checking everything out now. So these are the cabbage leaves. Got those many times. Right, let's see if this one is 800 meters away. It's going to be in the vicinity, isn't it? Man, it's a bumpy little world, this one. Have I looked at Elden Ring? No. I asked Elden, but he wouldn't let me. No, I haven't, no. But it sounds to me like one of those fantasy things with dragons and wizards and elves. Oh, it did let me sample that one. There you go, 835 meters away. Perfect. So I think what I'll do now is try and triangulate here. And see if we can find one over here. and that way I don't get too far from the ship. And up we go. Plenty of stratum around, no shortage of that. And if we can find another osseous out here, we can start doing the stratum on the way back, for the way back. Because I believe the stratum's only going to be, bacteria. I believe the stratum's only going to be 500 meters. We can scan the bacteria, at least get some info on that. Orysis. Orysis. Have I ever found Orysis before? Maybe, I think so. I think I did. I must have made a joke about it with that name. Okay. Please give me one more osseous. Yeah, I did say that it was osseous when I got up the ship. It didn't look fungoida to me. And I remember seeing it in the codex, that one of the osseous kind of looked like that. Let's turn this off. The lights darken things. It's crazy. I'm essentially circling around the ship, really. Giving it a wide berth, but circling around it nonetheless. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. There's a new plane come out, guys, for MSFS. It's another Cessna. It's a little one, Cessna 310R by Milviz, and got a couple of cool features on it. One of them is rental mode, right? This is on the iPad that you get inside the cockpit. You can set it to rental mode. So think of this, right? It's really cool. So if you have it set to the ownership status set to normal, then every time you get in the plane, it's just normal, cold and dark state, right? Like you would expect. And you've got to just switch everything on again and get everything going, just like normal. Then you have ownership mode. And in ownership mode, you have its persistent state. So whatever you, as the owner, whatever state you left the buttons in, that's and the levers and everything, that's how they're going to be when you get back into the plane. Right, so if you didn't turn something off, it's still going to be on when you get back in next time. That's just persistent state, right? The other one is rental mode, which is neat, quite funny, I thought. And rental mode is, it's as if you're getting into a plane that's been rented by other people. So the person who had the plane last may have not put all the switches and levers back in their correct positions. So when you get in, you have to figure out if there's any switches or anything that you need to reset, or make sure everything's reset back in its place, which I think is really neat. It's got some nice features on that plane. Yeah, it's cool. And there's another load of features it has in the flight bag, which I completely mind blanked now. But yeah, it's really cool. Bramley House. Dun, 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 dun. Memes have pimped his vulture. Cool. Bramley House says, thought your next stream was tomorrow. Yes, my next stream was tomorrow, but Meme Connect wanted a stream today, so yeah, my next scheduled, I did say that, my next scheduled stream was tomorrow, which is Dead Space co-op. And yeah, Flexible Not. Hey Flexi, how you doing? Yes, this was this you can put it down as an unscheduled stream. Dead Space is great though. Tectonicas. Right, from a distance, those bacteria splats can look like these things because they're the same color. Some of these are flat-ish, but this looks so out of place though. It looks so square. It does look out of place. There's a lot of rocks like this. Right, let's get this done. Cabbage leaves, and then we'll do the bacteria if we can. I don't know where that other one was. So 500 meters on this, not a problem. The stratum is everywhere here. It's like Fonteculio. Once you find some, they're all over the place. It's not a new overlay, no. The top one is Captain's Log. The bottom right hand one is Elite Observatory Core. It's just that I'm running in desktop mode now. So even though I have Captain's Log widget on my other monitor normally, rather than top of my screen, sometimes I run it at the top, sometimes I run it on the other screen, keep it out of the way. But when I'm running Elite Observatory Core, I always see the bottom right hand widget telling me about the scans and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nothing new. I'm not running anything different than what I have been in the past on this trip. So we need to find a 500 meter range, and then we can maybe scan the next one. Would this be 500? Let's find out. It's got to be damn close. Dead Space 1 was great. All the Dead Spaces were cool, but man, we had a torrid time trying to get Dead Space 3 just to run through the Origin launcher. Ugh. Unplug your Virpil joysticks. Unplug your Xbox controllers. At least I think you had to unplug your Xbox controller. But I did mine anyway. It doesn't like other game controllers, so I just unplugged all of mine and it worked. Right, so let's go and do the last stratum, and I think it was somewhere in this direction where the front of the ship was. I think over here could be where the bacteria was, but man, I've only seen the one splodge so far, so trying to find that again is going to be fun. And even if I do, where the hell are the other two going to be? Right, let's go to this great big load of stuff down here and see if it's all stratum. Because if there's a bacteria splodge here, we can start that one going as well. Because they can mix in, you know. Did I scan this with this SRV? I think so. Let me just quickly do it again, a couple of seconds. Right, so press the button to come out of turret mode, disembark. Okay, so that stratum tectonicus done, so that little box at the bottom should now disappear once we've emptied the tin. There we go. And now, that bacteria is tempting because it's not one you come across all that often. However, in amongst all of this stratum, which is the same kind of color, how the hell are you going to pick this out? Gravity might be on our side, though, because if I get out, I can maybe just leap in the air and see if I can spot it from the air. Let me just jump out of here and see if we can spot spot it from up above. Okay, so here we go. And delete. Oh, so difficult to discern. Is that it? Is that one? Looking at 218. I don't know if that was one or not. No, I don't always display the widgets on the stream flexible. Probably why you haven't seen it, but yeah, this is the captain's log has a widget, and it also has a window which looks like this. This is the window that you get if you hit, I think it's Alt-C on the widget. You get this popping up on another in a small window. So if you have multi-monitor, you can run it on a different monitor. As you can see in this system, it says all raw materials are available, and that includes all of the ones that will do all of these synthesis services. I've clocked over 64,000 light years, and I'm 34,633 from Sol. And if I click in here, I can change that destination. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Right, so I think we wanted to be on 220. Is it 228? Because I noticed a splodgy pattern. That's just on my left here. And it is slightly different color. It's a very light beige. Aha, and it is that. Because my SRV is lighting up like a Christmas tree. Question is, though, where are there more? Oh, I like the fact that it isn't within the game, though flexible. Because I think if it was within the game, it might not be as informative. This is... I like the fact that it's third party, and yeah, it's good. Because it's easier to give the author ideas and, you know, what about this, can we do this, and stuff like that, and it gets done if possible. Now, let's see, we have a 500 meter distance on this, not a problem. I can't see me coming across another one of these all too soon. So let's pop off in this direction and see if we can come across another beigey splat that's around 500 meters away from the other beigey splat. So first we have to get the distance, because any bacteria within that distance, whoa, is pointless. Could it be? Could it be? Please don't be 497. Can we scan it? Yes or no? Oh, yes, baby. Awesome. Yeah. Do you know what movies I've got lined up to watch? I saw it mentioned today in a... now where was it? I think it was on Facebook or something. Old films from the 1950s, 60s. Science fiction. And it's the Quatermass movies. So, yeah, I'm going to avail myself of those and start watching them in order. And then I'll watch the John Mills series as well if I can find it. Yeah, Quatermass Experiment, Quatermass 2, and then there's Quatermass in the Pit or something, I don't know. All good stuff. Good old, ye old science fiction movies. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to, yeah, do a Hollywood leap over there, but nope. Come on, give me one more little beigey splat. One more. Let's get some height. It's all stratum. Wheels. Oh, that was a bad one. I didn't get my wheels down. Forbidden Planet I've seen, yeah. Yeah, that Yes, the one at the top is Captain's Log, version 2.2.2, I think. Yep, 2.2.2. 2.2.2. And the bottom one says Bacterium Orysis is Elite Observatory Core, which is, both programs are completely free of charge, which is like most of the batteries in my house. Oh, now then. Oh, I've just thought of that. That would be awesome. Just to pick up a packet of batteries in the shop and go up to the cashier and say, "Excuse me, are these free of charge?" Because if they are, I don't want them. Sorry, never mind. It's just stupid. Oh, this last... I don't want to travel too far away from the ship, but this last bacteria might be... Well, we'll see, we'll see. I hope it's not going to take too long to find it. Woo! I'm just trying to see if I can see any from height, you know. These hills and everything look really cool though. Yeah, that's all stratum. The color of the bacteria is different. It's like a beigey color, isn't it? It's not quite green.
Integrity compromised.
That was not a good hit. Yikers, that was a bad one. What's the distance to the ship? Okay, we're all right. Ooh, do we have a result here? Do we have a result here? I think we may have a result here. No, we don't. Do we? No. No. No, it's a piece of rock impersonating bacteria. Not fair. Well, certainly not going to be any problem with the 500 meter limit. Oh, hey, where did you come from? The cheek! The Guardians are back. You see that? Just... come on. Stone's just appearing out of the ground. I mean, that does happen. I've seen that happen a lot at distance, but not close up. I just realized I have to be really careful with this SRV because I'm down to 34%. And while I could repair it, I'm rather more inclined to just drive carefully. Well, flip. We found the second one rather easily, or now I'm thinking we found the second one luckily, but now this third one. It's not going to exist down here though, is it? I think bacteria likes the flatlands.
Integrity critical.
Okay, where are we down to? 8%. Okay, that's enough. Oh my god, 8% from dying. Yeah, Yeah, let's not go there. Yeah. Only one more hit on a rock like that and the SRB would have blown up, and so would all of my Vista Genomics plantage data. Oh, yeah, Captain's log is reading the journal. Same way that Elite Observatory Core is doing. They just read the journal. Journal's very informative. Has a lot of data in there. And this program just picks it all up, puts it in graphical format, and yeah, there you go. Neat. Oh, my ship's lifted off. Oh, sweet Mary. Ooh, flatlands. Flatlands. Good. Let's get down there. Bacteria and flatlands like each other. So let's see if we can get lucky here. Well, for those following the trial, I think I can definitely say that Amber Heard will be up for an Oscar next year for Best Actress. Yeah. Just thought I'd throw that in there. The best performance to date, I believe. And she's not getting paid for it. Oh, bacteria, come on. Arrakis, what's that? Ooh, just got dizzy there. I was looking at the chart, and when I turned around looking at the SRV in full speed, my head just went a little bit funny. Oh, geez. Please tell me that you're not one that I've scanned already. Please be green. Alright, wait a minute. Get the ship down. Oh, in Dune, okay. Yeah, I'm not too up on Dune and Spice. I think I played a game of Dune way back in the day. Right, now we can leave this system. Oh, I'm pretty sure that I did I do the business on this? You have mapped this planet. Good. And of course the content. Chumbawamba. Wow, how close do you want your ship to land to you? Holy crumbs. Talk about being right next door, and the frame rates. Man, that was close. I don't think I've ever had my ship land that close before. I haven't seen the new one, but yeah, the old, I think there was an old one, wasn't there, from quite a way back. I seem to remember watching that, and I played a computer game of Dune, probably either on a Spectrum or an Amiga or something. I don't know. I just have some vague memory of it. Anyway, it may have been early PC days for all I know. So now we're going to be leaving the system. We want to hit another A-class. Have we been here? No. Okay, let's make that one our target. Distance, please. Come on, it's not a secret. Talk to me. 36. Why can't you pop it? How many clicks do you need? The game's dying, guys. The game's dying. Sorry, Hans? It's redisplaying the last scanner data you did, referencing known data already gathered by others. What, Captain's log? No, neither. You mean Captain's log? No, neither. It's reading every time you do a jump. It can read all the data of the system via the journal, your journal. It doesn't have anything to do with previous people.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So, for example, okay, I messed up. Let me just not mess up and flip. Okay, so there's our target, right? Set the jump. And then, as we jump,
3, 2, 1,
okay, so we're jumping now, and then as I run through the FSS scanner, it picks up what I find on the screen here. So as I discover it, it comes up on the screen. Okay, so here's the new system. So now I'm just scooping off the A star, which is all it's currently found. And now I'm going to honk. Okay, so there are 20 bodies, including another K star which has popped up. So I'll do some of these off screen, so you can keep an eye on Captain's log on what's going on. So I'm just right now moving away from the star to give myself a bit of clearance away. Okay, right, into the FSS then, and I can see high metal content worlds only. So, as I'm going to scan the first one now, tells me that it is landable because it's got that little green mark where it says info. Okay, you can see that just here, landable, high metal content, and these are the materials that's on the planet. Also all the information here: gravity 0.72, earth mass is 0.33, estimated value conservative. I don't really look at that too much. This is a pie chart of everything that's available. Distance from arrival into the system, 312. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out and do another one. And there's the next one, which is planet 3. Yep, planet 3. Now, this last version that I've got here, 2.2.2, was pre-Odyssey. So there's no Odyssey related stuff here. That's number A2. With 3 geologicals on it. 3 geologicals are depicted by the red lava thing. It tells you that there are lavas and geological stuff on there. Now I'm doing a 9. That's a terraforming candidate, HMC, on the B shelf, B9. So that's one to probe if you want some money and rankings. Let's have a look. Rocky body there. So yeah, all the information here tells you name of the body, type, rocky body, everything here. and 9A puts it down here. These will just appear in numerical or whatever order. Yeah, numerical. Okay, I'm zooming out. Got more to do. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. Hey, Swiftblaze TV, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, hello to Nicholas as well. Now, what else we got? And also, as I'm scanning each one, it's coming up on the widget on the top of the screen. So I'm going to switch back to the game now. You get the idea, right? And then as I scan each one, you'll notice the widget on the top of the screen will update. Let me just find another one to do. Do that one. There you go. And it also tells you on the top there whether it's terraforming candidate and everything. There we go, 0.27. Iron, sulfur, nickel, carbon and all that stuff is there. Spend for 40. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you very much. Christopher Ramirez. Hi, Christopher. Outgrinding for federal ranks, and every second I'm questioning if it's even worth it. Yeah, because it's something to do, isn't it? It's a little task to set yourself and complete. Yeah, get yourself up there, get the ranking done. Become an admiral and serve the galaxy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it reads the planets flexible. It reads the planets and tells you that they're landable. And it tells you the atmosphere as well. But, you know, it only does that because it's in the journal, and it would have done that anyway, whether it was Odyssey or Horizons, it tells you that. But I guess in this case, it'll tell you atmosphere and landable. Why are we spinning? Yes, so yeah, it works. But it won't tell you things like, you know, biologicals, like, for example, Fonticulua, tussock, and stuff like that. None of that's in Captain's Log, but that's why I'm using Elite Observatory Core. But even then, just probing a planet will, probing a planet will give you all that stuff. Because you can find out in this screen if it has bios, and then if you choose to map it, you'll find out what they are. So neither of the tools are really needed, but they're super bloody handy. They really are. Okay, let's see if we can find this one. There we go. So we have a HMC. Now that's got features none, but it has got the little red volcano. All that means, this little red volcano, is that there is volcanism on the planet. So you can see that there is volcanism here, iron magma. That's all that means. It doesn't necessarily then mean that there are geosites or geospots anywhere. Okay. So we do have some terraforming candidates here. I'm just going to run through and see which ones they are, because I think it's only on the B shelf, on the A shelf, which is this top row here. None of those, unfortunately, are TCs. Not even A3 or A4. On the bottom shelf, on the Bs, we have. Let me just finish the A's. I didn't do 5 and 6. Okay. So in the B's, we have. I know 9 is. Let's have a look. I'm just going at 5. Let me switch to the screen that I'm on. So 5. 6, sorry, 5A, 6, 6A, then we've got 7, 8, 9 is a terraforming candidate there, and 9A won't be. So only B9 is a terraforming candidate. So the question is now, do we go out there? Because it depends on the distance, I suppose. 5,200 light seconds. Cool. It's not a massive it's not a massive distance, but we go there and probe and we'll grab that. And you can see now it's re-highlighted up on the top of the screen because I clicked it on the interface. Major rocky magma. Sounds like a guy in the army, doesn't it? Yep. Daddy Matsi, good evening. What is my thoughts on yesterday's Frameshift Live? Oh, you might want to watch yesterday's live stream. The first 50 minutes is me talking all about it. In essence, in summary, I think it's great. It's the best, in terms of the console transfers, it's the best news they could have come up with under the circumstances, you know? So, yeah, I think it was all good. All positive. I'm looking forward to what's coming. I know people want to see more content, you know, but geez, I think a lot of these people who want to think the game isn't going to survive past the end of the year maybe need to lower their own expectations, and I think they deliberately don't. I think they deliberately don't lower their expectations so that they can continue their narrative that the game's dying. Commander Bird just put a video out and his take is very positive. Yeah, because that's what it was. It is a positive take. You know? After the whole debacle of the Odyssey not going on to console thing, the least Frontier could have done was to manage to do, you know, pretty much complete profile transfers to PC for those that can benefit from that. And they've done that. They've essentially done that. There's a couple of hiccups with fleet carriers and stuff, but there are workarounds for all of them. Everything that can't be transferred, apart from the ARCs, which, hey, it's understandable. You've got PlayStation has its store, right? Its store, and then you've got Xbox, which I'm sure has the Xbox store, and then you've got there's legalities there with transferring funds. There has to be legalities there, so it's not something they can just take from one store and transfer it to another. So, in terms of the ARCs not going over, yeah, you just have to spend them. Spend what you have, and then whatever you buy will get transferred over. So yeah, it's good. It's good. All good news, I think, from Frontier in terms of that. Yeah. And then we've got 3 more updates coming out this year. The first one being this month, update 12, and one of the key features in the game, which he who shall remain nameless took pains to point out that it wasn't multiple features, just the one. Well, duh. Yeah, that's what it says. A key feature. So just putting a negative slant on something for no effing reason. And people were suggesting on yesterday's stream chat that, you know, it could be mining, it could be power play. I think power play is very likely. I'd probably want to, if I had to put my money on what key feature was getting overhauled next year, I would probably want to go with power play. Whether I agree with that being an avenue that they should follow or just let it die a death, I don't know. But if they have good ideas to bring power play into something more interactive and more desirable to play, let's do it that way. Now you say it's engineering. Are you sure, or is that a guess? Yeah, and I like that Arthur did point out, didn't he, that it's not dying. Even the developers had to just say it. Jesus. You know how cagey Frontier can be with information sometimes, but when it came to is the game dying, they didn't mess about with that answer. They told you straight in the face, no, it's not dying. Right, I think we can skedaddle out of this system, right? We're done. We've scanned or probed the terraforming candidate. So let's do the next blue blip, wherever that might be. There it is. So there's another one up there. I haven't been to that one because I don't have a system map for it. So let's target that. So we're just targeting A stars at the moment, and within those we want to find metal-rich planets. So I can find this elusive Amphora plant. It's probably not worth anything either, but the rarity of it, bloody hell. It better be. Yahoos. I should use that word more often. Educated guess. Yeah, it could well be engineering. Yeah, it could well be. I think if anything needs an overhaul, personally I think power play probably needs it more than engineering does. Yeah. Because to be fair, I mean, for me personally, it is one aspect of the game that I don't delve into. The only time I've ever touched on power play has been if I'm chasing down something that they have, like prismatic shields or weapons that you can't get anywhere else unless you align yourself to that power for a little while. That's the only time. But other than that, I don't get involved in power play at all. It's not an aspect of the game I get into. And there may be other people like me that don't as well. So giving it an overhaul, they may be able to change it in a way that changes that for people like me, where we can say, oh, this is really cool, we can really get involved with this now. So I'm kind of hoping that it is power play, providing that they can change it to something really good. There are no metal rich worlds here. Yes, we've got NSPs. I'm not going to be bothering with those. But so I think unless something super interesting crops up on a bio, I think it's just going to be a system scan here, and then we'll be leaving. Because there's no water worlds, there's no earth likes, there's no metal rich bodies, which is what we're here for. Yeah. I guarantee... no, should I carry on talking about this? Because I guarantee that some of the people, certain people, who are whinging about the game not surviving, will still be here next year putting videos out and talking about it. it's kind of ridiculous to have a roadmap staring you right in the face that says major update of something, or major change, overhaul of something 2023, and then to suggest that the game won't survive the end of 2022. Yeah. Clearing your save and restarting flexible. Wow, really? Wouldn't it be just better to just shell out a few pounds and a few bucks and
V2A.
buy a second account?
Compatible with atmosphere.
3 bios, guys, and we have carbon dioxide atmosphere. If it was sulfur dioxide, yes, that would get my my candle burning.
Body V2B. Landable with atmosphere.
And 2 bios. Oh, let's have some fun with the bio. Do, 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 do. There's the notable Stella. Actually, I'm just realizing, if you think about it, every game is dying, isn't it, really? They've all got an end of life coming. Warcraft, World of Warcraft, that won't last forever. Servers will go down on that at some point.
5 of 6 premium boost materials. All premium.
It depends
boost
how far into the
materials in
future you want to
system.
think.
All surface materials in system.
Elon Musk buys Frontier Development. If Elon Musk bought the Frontier, all I'd know is that there'd be an electric Anaconda available, and the batteries you'd have to grind for friggin' weeks just to afford the batteries, and you could only get it serviced at Galactic Tesla. Right. Oh, and you can't get spare parts either, unless you're prepared to wait for months. You know, just like in reality. Yeah, it just seems okay. I mean, that's fair, flexible, but you know, if you don't mind putting all those hours that you put in to, you know, to start again, that's, go ahead. You know, it's cool. Fresh start. Because the start now is completely different with Odyssey. It's a whole different start point that it used to be. Yeah. But for the money, I would just pop and grab a second account and start again, and then my original one, if I want to go back to it at some point, I can. And I have done that. I've got 4 accounts. And I don't even use the 4th one. Ooh, you don't see too many of those. Try terraforming that one. I tell you what I haven't come across, and I don't know if they're available in Odyssey. You used to get them in Horizons. You know those, I think you can get them in Odyssey, guys. Those green planets. You know, the ones that light up kind of like a luminous green, like a... There used to be a chocolate bar back in the 70s called Cracknell, and inside it was that colour green. Oh God, way back in the day. Yeah, I've not found any of those. And it's about time I found another ringed landable as well. I've only come across 2. And I think I found those within like 2 or 3 jumps of each other. And I've not found any since. Ringed atmospheric landables I'm talking about. Yeah, people just like to, aquatic, people just like to get into that mindset, and yeah, it's, to me, it's all the game's dying rhetoric is just background noise for me. I just filter it out because there's no basis for it. There's no, yeah, there's no basis behind the claims, so I don't get it. Somebody put a comment in one of my videos saying it's a shame that the game is EOL, end of life. So I replied and said, okay, why do you think that? Did I get a reply back? Well, not yet. I'm not really expecting one.
System scan.
People like to say it. Okay, so we have a body with stuff, and it's down here. 3 bios, 21,000 light seconds, not a big deal. You get anything for these? Bimetal content world with a metallic core. Do you get more money for these? I don't know. Go and check it out. We'll probe it. We'll probe the thing anyway. What the hell? Go let it out. Go check it out. Oasis. Right, if I'm going to read the chat, I want this in cruising speed. A more flexible ship layout with internals and weapons, e.g. a class 3 weapon on a class 2 slot. Only the weapon cannot be retracted and must be deactivated to enter station. Okay. But then that's just a cheaty way of putting a class 3 weapon on a class 2 slot, isn't it? It's having bigger weapons on a smaller ship. And the only downside is you can't retract them, not that you even need to. And to deactivate them to enter stations, well, fine, then you won't get into trouble. It's a little cheaty way of putting big weapons on small ships. Oh, look at this thing. We'll wait till we're within range and we'll throttle down. Otherwise we'll keep going at it until the surface scanner. Okay, it says too fast. But let's bring it up alongside. Always nice to look at these. Right, let's get it done. 7 probes here. And do the cross shape this time. If you're going to have big weapons on small ships, I think there should be a downside in that it affects your speed and your ability to boost or recharge from a boost because they're a lot heavier. I don't know. And maybe they're easier to disable when you're in combat by somebody hitting them. But I don't think that's going to be something Frontier are going to be doing. Okay, so it'd be interesting to see a huge cannon on the front of a Sidewinder though. That would be something else. Right, so we're going down to the one with the 3 bios. This is all taking my time away from... Yeah, it is taking time away. Next system. So let's pull out to look at the blue dots. There's one. Have we been there? Nope. Plot a route. I didn't want to do that, but okay. I just wanted to set target, but never mind. Same deal. Okay, full power. To the next A star. We haven't found a single metal rich yet.
3, 2, 1.
The Eagle's a great looking ship, Nicholas, yeah. The shape of it's awesome. It reminds me like of a miniature Klingon warbird. It's kind of got that. And it looks like an eagle, doesn't it? Like an eagle in flight, sort of with the wings out and kind of curved. It does have that kind of look to it. Cool. Alright, this is a bust. Next system. Does anyone know where I'm getting that from? No, they probably. It's not what I'm saying, it's how I'm saying it. Next system. No. Can't possibly. Set target. Yes. There's a YouTube channel, Scotty Kilmer. He does car stuff. He's got the most subscribers of anybody in terms of car channels. And he's a multi-millionaire based off his YouTube stuff. He used to have a TV series. And he's eccentric a little bit, but when he's doing a live stream, he's going through people's questions. Once he's answered a question and he's ready to go to the next one, he'll go, next question. So that's where that's coming from, just in case you were wondering. And you probably weren't. Good old Scotty.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, this is a bright one.
Body 7.
Okay, 24, and we have a wide ring on body 7. The details of which are unknown to me yet. As of yet, find out. So details. Okay, so it's 1.4 light seconds wide, or 422,000 kilometers. Parent radius 46,000. So the width of the rings are 10 times that of the radius of the planet. That should be picked up on my map then. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. Right, fine. Let's go. So Elite Observatory Corps was able to pick that information up off the journal before I'm even able to. And metal-rich bodies are right here, and we have one. We have two. It's got a little 2 next to it. We have 2 metal-rich bodies, but do they have bio? Right. Do they have bios? Well, they're already scanned. So I want to see if we can find them here. Okay, there they are. I want to zoom in and see what the deal is. Metal rich, no features. Damn you. Were they landable? Oh. Metal rich, non-landables. They're so... This is such a... It's going to be a nightmare, isn't it, trying to trace these plants. Pity we can't do a route where it plots a route, but we can prioritize a star system, a particular type of star. So if there's an A star on the route that's a little bit off the route, but it's, not too far, we can prioritize that, and it'll take us little detours through A-stars, you know. That'll be a nice little feature on the route plotter. And we do have, though, a water world here. Again and again and again, we have a world. This is the only thing about having the widget up on the top, is that you can't use the spectral scanner up and down if your mouse is sat on top of the widget. Won't let you do that. What was his name? Sorry, Bramley. Whose name are we talking about, mate? I'm trying to think what I was saying now. Oh, Scotty Kilmer? You mean the YouTube guy? Scotty Kilmer? Yeah. He doesn't like BMWs. He reckons them.
Wide ring.
He reckons they're money pits. And the newer ones probably are. But yeah. He recognizes that they're good quality cars and they're built well and everything, but they're money pits as they age. They're money pits as they age. Yeah, Scotty Kilmer. He owns a 1994 Toyota Celica, and he swears by the Toyota because of its reliability, quite rightly. I mean, it is, Honda and Toyota are the two most reliable cars you can possibly buy, so, you know, no question in that. But man, if it was Scotty's world, everybody would be driving boring Toyotas. For me, I don't mind sacrificing a bit of reliability to be in a car that I'm more excited about driving.
Wide ring.
And for me, some people look at cars differently. Some people, it's just a thing from getting from A to B. But if you're into cars, if you drive a car and you're not looking back at it when you're walking away from it, you bought the wrong car. And I do. I sometimes I park mine up and I look back at it. So, and I wouldn't do that if I was driving a Toyota Corolla. But yes, in terms of keeping out of the garage and avoiding mechanic bills, yes, you would go Toyota or Honda. Because they just know how to do it. Their quality control is better. As Scotty would say, there's no arguing that. There's no arguing that. He's eccentric, but he's cool. I like him. Right. Where are the remaining blibs and blobs, guys? Looking for this water world. What a wonderful world it would be. Don't know much about. He didn't really do a lot of schooling, did he? Don't know about. Oh God, come on. I'm zoomed out as far as I can zoom out. Are they behind here? Hard to say. Let's just shift the ship a little. So we'll put a bit of an angle on. Okay, Jeffrey, good evening, sir. Have a good evening. Thanks for being here and everything. Yep, have a good evening. Right, let's go back in. I thought I saw. Ooh, now we're definitely far enough away. I have discovered new world.
Body 7C. Landable with atmosphere.
And one bio. What's the atmosphere? Carbon. Okay, not interested. Especially seeing as how you don't meet my criteria. You're not metal rich. And the two that are not landables.
Body 7E. Landable with atmosphere.
That was cute.
All premium boost materials in system. Body 7D. Landable with atmosphere.
I love the way she went, body 7E. Body 7E. It was really cute. Yeah, cute to describe a computer voice. Well done, Rusty.
Body 7F. Landable with atmosphere.
Two bios. And again, what was it? Carbon again? Yep, carbon dioxide atmos.
Body 7G. Landable with atmosphere.
7. Body 7. And now, the elusive water world. Wherefore art thou? Are you... Oh, you're up here. Okay, we got you.
System scan.
Terrestrial? No. Non-terrestrial water world. But you're going to need a good probing, aren't you? Yes, you are. Body 7E. So we've got plenty of wide rings here. Let's see if we can take a look at which one is the most wide. And it's definitely 7.7. The other ones are 1.1 light seconds wide, 1.33 light seconds wide. But this one is the biggest one. 7.7 is 1.41 light seconds wide, and the parent radius is the smallest as well. So the ratio between planet and rings are the biggest. So 7.7 is this fella. So we'll go there, have a look at the water world, and look at all of these landables though. So the other wide rings, by the way, are... Just getting to it. Don't know why. Where is it? Oh, there we go. 5 and 3. So this fella and this fella, but they may be in opposite directions for all I know. So we'll whiz over to 7.7 and take a look at the big wide rings and scan the water world, probe the water world, I should say, and then we'll be on our way. I'll maybe do a couple more of these, and then we'll probably get moving. Hey Gumbo, you missed playing it. Yeah, if you step away from it for a while, it does happen, and then if you hold out until you get to your new place, you'll love it when you get back into it. Yes, is Scotty on the Trumpy side? Yeah, I've never heard him talk much about that, but yeah. Well, nobody's perfect. Meme died. Oh dear. Hope we didn't lose too much, man. Yeah, I do that Bramley House from time to time. Sometimes it gets personal though. I have to find it. It's like one of those spot the difference, and you've got 9 of them, and there's still one difference remaining between the two pictures, and you just have to find it. It becomes a personal life goal. Shumbua. Wow. here we go. Check out the rings on that. It's got more rings than Johnny Depp. We'll probe the ring, shall we? Just to see how many hotspots there could possibly be. Yep, again it looks like somebody's popped a grape in the middle of a vinyl record. But we're going to have to get close to the planet before we can scan the rings. Is there a planet? No, well, this is a ringed. It says it. Yeah, it says it there. It's a brown dwarf. I thought it was a gas giant. It's a brown dwarf star. It's a ringed brown dwarf. I hadn't even spotted that fact, but it is. And this one? Oh, that is a gas giant. This is a star just hiding in amongst the gas giants. So, look how bright it went there. What we can do is we can probe and then maybe pop into the rings, see what's going on. How many hotspots, guys? 4. Oh, it looks like there's 2 sets of rings here.
Surface scan complete.
And I may have to reassess my my hotspots. 5.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Is that 5 or 6? I don't know. It might be 6. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Almost. Right, let's get into there. You might want to slow that down just a wee bit, Mr. Rusty. Oh, crumbs. This is tricky now. Because maneuvering thrusters, yeah, we don't have them. Okay, this is minimum speed. Oh, Tinder! Adult dating site. Yeah. Ridiculous. Sex bots are back. Dun, dun, dun. I was hoping we'd get these misty rings. You can see the bottom of the planet there. I want to just get down into the ring. Just see the bottom of the planet, and there's the top. But I want to kind of just get in a little bit, somewhere around there, so it's misty, but not all the way to the top. And now the end is near. Okay. Go down. See, very traditional screenshot. You could probably get something super similar in Horizons to this. I'll live the life of Eve. It'd be great if you these little rocks that you can see, the tiny ones, if they would occasionally hit the cockpit glass and you could hear them ping off the sides, or even when they hit the ship, you could hear them just ping off the sides. That would be cool. Oh, look at this little effect here. Woohoo! Daredevil. Yeah, it's the emotes that allows Nightbot to kill them. Right, where we're going? We're going to here. Because we have a world of water. Welcome to World of Water. Put the H to the O.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, and that view is very much something you would see in Horizons as well, let alone Odyssey. I mean, you know, in terms of beautiful views, some of the planet atmospheres are just stunningly good. Well, Gumbo, do some deep core driving, do some deep core unpacking, deep core settling in, and do some deep core mining once you're all good and going. And I hope wherever you're moving to has better internet, or at least as good. I know that when I was looking for a property to buy, the internet speed was one of the considerations. You know, because I looked at a house that was more country-ish. It was certainly not in town. It was out on its own, and but of course bandwidth, elite, broadband bandwidth was just negative, good buddy. Really bad. It was one of those where you'd have to stick a 3G dongle in your computer to get a satellite link up or something. Like, screw that. So I didn't buy the place based on the internet. Wowzer, 9 probes. This is a big water world. Crumbs. 5G. All right, well, let's get it probed. We'll do the usual. We'll do the 6 probe method first, and then we'll see what's missing. Man, 9. Yeah. Yeah, the first time I heard a deep core asteroid explode, I mean, I first saw it on the Elite Dangerous live stream that Frontier did, and they blew one up, and it was like, holy crap. And there were so many wows and positive, you know, stuff going on in the chat. The chat just went crazy. Oh, look at that, 88%. Yeah, it was amazing. And then when you do your first one yourself, you know, it was just great to hear that explosion. And then when you blow up like an ice one, so it'll be an ice asteroid, as I call it, and then your ship goes in between all the pieces and cools off, and you get ice on your windscreen because it's cold inside all the bits. Brilliant. Absolutely. But as we know, when it comes to audio, Frontier excel with audio the same way they did with all the atmospheric sounds when a fleet carrier is about to hyperjump. There is anticipation there, you know. If your ship's on the top of the fleet carrier, it automatically gets brought down with like 5 minutes to go. You get the announcements, and then you get the sound of it all starting up. So, and now with the interiors, you can go and sit at the front and watch out the window, you know. So I haven't experienced that myself yet, but yeah, they do excel when it comes to sounds. They always have done, really. Have we been there? No, we have not. 40.3 39 light years away. So let's pop over there. And then after this system, I think we should start moving on, getting closer to home. Because I did want to spend this stream just doing the A-stars. And now we are 2 hours and 11 minutes in. So, are we going to wrap it up? It feels like there's no time passed. And I didn't find any Amphora yet. Damn. Yeah, and it's weird because in space there's so little audio to be had, but you've got to include it though. It's like Star Wars. You know, you hear ships flying past and TIE fighters shooting, but you wouldn't hear it in space. There's no sound, as you guys know. So, but it's there for.
System scan complete.
Oh, what a bust! It's there for obvious reasons, just to spice things up. I think the only movie I can recall that didn't have sounds in space, where there wasn't supposed to be sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, I might be wrong on this, but am I correct in saying that the movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock was silent where it should have been silent, and you know, when she was out in space floating? I think so. I think they remained true to the physics. 2001, yes, probably as well. Not seen that one for a long while. That's a long film to trudge through, though. What do you think you're doing, Dave? Hey, Mihai! Don't worry. YouTube's got a really good rewind button, so you can look back. Right, this is the last A-class system, as long as it has bodies in it. If it's a star-only system, then we will do another one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you guys make of the movie Contact with Jodie? Written by Carl Sagan, right? Or at least he had a hand in writing it, the legendary Carl Sagan. It was a good movie, wasn't it?
Scoping complete.
Oh, Nightbot just sniped Hans's message. Sorry, Hans. I don't know why. Oh, was it the slashes maybe? Try it again with dashes or something. Yeah, Contact. I watched it recently. I watched it somewhere like mid last year. Because it had been so long since I'd seen it. No Metal Rich is here, but we have a Waterworld. If you want Waterworlds, guys, just come to the A-class stores. Yeah, it's been so long since I'd seen it, and I wanted to see it again because I didn't remember too much of it. And Carl Sagan's, well, he's Carl Sagan, so the fact that he had a hand in it makes it worth the watch anyway. Talking of Sagan, you guys watched the original Cosmos series? And if not, well, you really should. Yeah. If you haven't seen Carl Sagan's Cosmos, I mean the reboot one with Neil deGrasse Tyson was pretty good. You know, the first reboot they did. But Carl Sagan's original one was it's required viewing, I would say. He's got such a great presentation style as well. Billions and billions of stars. Just the way he talks, he's brilliant. We are made of star stuff. Cosmos, I think, is what, is it 6 episodes? And the story about the emperor, the Chinese emperor child, and the crabs is incredible. It doesn't sound very spacey science fiction, does it? But it's to do with it's sort of to do with evolution. Oh, we've got a terraforming candidate there. It's a fascinating story, though. I don't know if that's in the first or the second episode. So let's have a look. Planet 4 is terraforming, Planet 5 is terraforming, Planet 6 is terraforming, and Planet 7 is an ammonia-rich water world which is not terraforming. So 4, 5, 6 and 7 we need to target now. So we'll do 4 first. But yeah, Cosmos is a documentary about the cosmos. I own it on DVD because it's kind of something you have to have, I think. It's just too bloody good. If you're into space and cosmosy stuff and universe stuff, it's worth it. Enjoy the grind, Christopher. Starman. Not sure if I've seen that. May have done. It rings a bell. Yeah, but the Neil deGrasse Tyson wasn't the original meme. The original one was Carl Sagan. And I would definitely, highly recommend watching that. I'm pretty sure it's a 6-part series. I've got it, it might be more actually, because I've got it on multiple DVDs. But yeah, highly recommend. I can't even recommend Cosmos highly enough, just because it's Mr. Sagan, really. Right, so let's get this done. And if, I don't know if every episode is on YouTube, but if it is, then there's no excuse not to watch it. But I bought them. I bought them on DVD because I just wanted them in my collection. But I have watched the Neil deGrasse Tyson ones as well. He does a good job. The first series that Neil deGrasse Tyson did on Cosmos was very good. Using the cosmic calendar was awesome. That if the whole life of the universe was crammed down into 1 year, then mankind came into existence through evolution within the last minute of the last day of the year. So yeah, like 11:59 on December the 31st, 11:59 p.m. That's when man came around. That's how little time we've been around compared to the age of the universe. Or Ceos, or Sothis. Oh, Jeff Bridges. Yeah, you see, now that's ringing a bell. But it's, again, it's one of those films I'll have watched so long ago, I just don't remember. I remember when I was a kid watching this, I think it was it Disney that did it? It was called The Black Hole. Remember that one? My God, I remember watching that one. Maximilian Schell was in that, I think. Seem to recall. Oh, is there an audiobook of that, Daddy Matzy? Ah, I was thinking about getting the book for that, because I did buy some books. I think one or two of them was Brian Cox books, and yeah, Black Hole was good. It'd be good to go back and watch some of those. It's a pity we can't sit and watch them on YouTube, and I'll review them as we watch them. I'll probably get copyright struck. Just do a live stream reacting to the entire movie, and then get a copyright strike. Yeah, I've seen that one many times. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Yep. Oh, The Black Hole's on YouTube. Cool. Watch that. Yeah, I might watch that this weekend. Okay, let's get this one done. It's the only target practice I get out here. Yep, Forbidden Planet, which I'm pretty sure I've seen, but I don't remember what it was about. Also, the old War of the Worlds movie.
50%.
Yeah, that was cool.
Scan complete.
No one would have believed. Right, where are we now? Planet 5, so Planet 6 next. Oh, before we go to Planet 6, where's Planet 7? Ugh. Okay. Of course it's in the opposite direction. Why wouldn't it be? So yes, I think somebody asked quite earlier, am I elite in biology? No. Nowhere near. I certainly want to get my Explorer rank up to Elite 1. That's a goal. Robbie the Robot. Oh yes. Oh yes. Did I ever join the Field Rats? Me? No, I didn't. But it's something you could do on a second account, I suppose, or on an alternative account. It'd be a Field Rat on an alternate account. And then if you fancy a rescue one day, you can get called up and out you go. I don't know if that's a life for me though, but I have a lot of respect for those who do field ratting. Space 1999, I have the complete series of that, and Blake 7, and I binge watched Space 1999 last year, early last year I think, or it may have been 2020. That was one of the space programs, or sci-fi series I should say, that I grew up on watching, and I still love the design of the Eagles. I think they're amazing. The front, the nose of the Eagles are just, what a great little design they are. Yeah, that's some good stuff back then. Blake 7, you know. Another one I didn't watch was called The Tomorrow People. I'm sure it's cheesy to watch those today, you know, what with the sets and all that kind of stuff, but still, you put that aside, I think the Tomorrow People was pretty popular, right? I kept missing the Tomorrow People because I thought it was on the next day. Anyway.
Surface scan by 50%.
What was that joke that was done where the guy said, I'm going to get the dates wrong, but it's irrelevant. So he said, like, the 17th of April, 1892, H.G. Wells publishes The Time Machine. On the 18th of April, 1892, H.G. Wells wrote The Time Machine. Or started writing The Time Machine, yeah. Little joke. Right. And now, of course, this water world is twice the distance of what we used to have it, because it was in the opposite direction. Bloody space. Well, this is the last one. That's Red Dwarf, Hans. Red Dwarf, yes, big fan of Red Dwarf. I have all of the DVDs of that one. Dwayne Dibley. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Red Dwarf is great. The earlier series, I think, were better than the later ones. But the earlier series didn't have Crichton in. Once Crichton came in, you know, fully, properly, it was really good. Oh yeah, the cat. Ow, looking good. He'd look in the mirror, wouldn't he? Ow, I'm looking good. And then he'd take a couple of steps. Ooh, gotta check my hair. Ooh, looking good. And he was just every few steps, because he was like it was a cat that evolved into a human or something. So good. Yeah, Red Dwarf is good, but you have to bear with it, because you know it takes time to pick up, and when Crichton comes in, he looks kind of weird. He's played by a different actor, and then Robert Llewellyn came in and played Crichton properly, and after that point, it was just great. Rima, you're a smeghead. It's really proper British humour though. It's because you're a smeghead, Rima. Got a hologram, a robot, a cat that's a person, and Dave Lister, the last human. 3 million miles away, or is it 3 million miles away from Earth, or 3 million light years or something? You're a, oh yeah, Smee. You're a Smee. Because Crichton programming wouldn't allow him to insult the crew, right? And he was trying to force out Smeghead. You're a Smee. You're a Smee. I'm a Smee he. You're a Smee. He just couldn't do it. Oh, it was good, so good. Crichton, go to red alert. Are you sure, sir? It would mean changing the bulb. Yeah, it's sort of a faulty towers in space. Ooh, I'm gonna have to call it soon, guys, because I think my head's deciding it wants to stop. And I should do that, otherwise I'll be screwed for Sunday. So, mission unsuccessful. in terms of metal-rich planets in A stars. Okay, we better slow right down to a stop if we want to get this planet. Goodness me. Okay, this is looking nice. Wow, really bright from the star up front there. You can see the star just targeted. Not targeted, but it's there. Shumba D12. Look at this. Oh, why can't we get rid of the Super Cruise lines? Spoiling the shot. Look at those, that looks awesome. Might be the thumbnail for the next stream now. Oh, let's have a look, see if we can get one from the other side. Or maybe this way. Right, probe. 6. Yep. Uno. Dos. Tres and cuatro. I shot 2 up there. Cinco y seis. Did you hear that? Boom, boom.
Scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Right, now I've got my bonus. If I shoot some more off now, I still get the bonus, right? I just want to hear them go boo boo. The way that the there you go. The way that the curve is calculated and everything to, you know, based on the gravity. Very good. All right. So I think I'm done with A-class worlds now. Yeah, my head feels okay. It's not like I've got a headache or anything, but it feels tired. It's like, how would I describe it? You know when you get like a grey sky and it just feels clammy and muggy because it's grey, threatening to rain? Well, that's what it's like inside my head. So the only way I can describe it. So I need to get off the triple monitors here. Get down onto my laptop. So, okay, we haven't made any progress in terms of distance. We are 35, it says at the top, 34,594 from Seoul. Yeah, so we'll dip under the 34 come Sunday and make some progress further down. But I think for now, we should leave it as it is. Eventually we're hoping to get here to the nebula as our stop-off point. There may be a DSSA fleet carrier somewhere around, maybe in the nebula. It might be, but yeah, we'll have a look at that as well. Maybe stop off there if it's on the way. I'm sure there's one down here, but I'm not quite sure how far. Let me see if I can quickly dig up. Because I've got the bookmark somewhere. Here we go. There's the bookmark. So we need to be in, what do you call it? Dryman's Point. There it is. So it's a bit way down. It could be in that nebula. So let me just grab the system name. That's a sound. Is that a membership thing? Oh, awesome. It is. Oh, Heath. Oh, I think Heath's already on my membership. Pretty sure. Keeps popping these up. People that are already, yeah, if on my end credits, his name's already there. But a reminder for me to thank Heath for his support, being a channel member. Cool. Right, so this is... Why isn't it coming up? Have I missed a bit out? Oh. Type at least 2 characters. Okay, maybe there's a space in front. No. Okay, what we'll do is then delete the one, type it in again. Okay. Ah, it is in the nebula. Then that is where we'll be going. Plot that route. And we are 23 jumps away. Was that plotted with boosting? Yes, it was, because there's a blue line there. So that's 23 jumps, including the occasional neutron star. Right, that is the goal for Sunday then. And maybe between here and the border, we can start picking up some more A-class stars and see if we can find that Amphora. Yeah. Tris Majestus DSSA. What was this one? This one here is, it's actually called Dryman's Hope. Yep, in Dryman's Point. And there's another one. There's another fleet carrier, DSSA one, here, around this area here. So I may or may not pick up on that one, but yeah, we'll go into this one and see what's available. This one, in fact, yeah, this one, the fleet carrier that's in this system does have Vista Genomics, and it has got a bar and Pioneer Services and Secure Warehouse, okay, outfitting, shipyard, redemption office, refuel, universal cartographics, repair, armory. So the fact that it has Vista Genomics means I could cache in all of my plant data. However, it is 25% off the tariff on the ship. But again, as long as it doesn't affect my ranking, my exobiology ranking, then I don't mind giving up 25% to cache it all in. Yeah. So anyway, we are 2 hours and 39, 2 hours 39 now, and we're going to end it. Shortest stream ever. But we're back on Sunday, all being well. And again, all being well in my brain, if it has enough rest, then we'll get the what is it called? Dead Space tomorrow. The only thing with Dead Space, guys, I'm just thinking now, because I won't let you guys down if you want to see it, but tomorrow the Formula One practice is at 7 p.m. So I'm going to have to miss it. Because if it starts at 9:30, sorry, let me do normal time. Starts at 7 p.m. coverage. Practice session starts at 7:30. That'll go for an hour to 8:30. But then practice 2 starts at 10:30. This is going to be so awkward. The only way I could do it so I watch the practice and do the stream is to slot it in between the 2 practice sessions and do a 2-hour stream of Dead Space 3, which might be a good idea actually. 2 hours might be a good length to do it. And then if people like it, then we'll do it again. and we'll follow it through to the end of the game. Yeah, so probably going to be around, realistically I would probably say 8:45 is the absolute earliest. 8:45, maybe 9 p.m. UK time, and then we'll set it going for somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours, which I think is a good enough time, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's just that, no, the reason I picked Friday is because it fits in with Angry Citizen's timetable. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see if we can slot it in there. I'd like to. Just watch practice one. I'll have the stream ready to go. Watch practice one. Come in, do the stream. Stop at 10:30, and then that'll give us hour and 45, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of gameplay, which I think for a game like Dead Space is fine. And then we can pick it up another day if it proves popular, which it should be fun. I'm looking forward to doing it. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for your company again and all your support as always. Appreciate it so much, and we'll leave the ship here, I think. We'll just camp it right here. There she goes. Okay, so until then, 2 new names added to the credits at the end, Commander Max and Rhino 1154. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow probably, and definitely until Sunday, hasta la vista. Bye for now.